done, let's first recall how regular one-track recording is accomplished.
What's up guys, welcome back to Lucky Bounce. Today I'm going over 3 ways that you as a volleyball player can improve your cardiovascular endurance without negatively impacting your jump. The reason this is important is because volleyball is a sport that relies heavily on your ability to stay fresh throughout a long period of time, but it's also super important that you need to be able to produce a lot of force really fast. And these two contrasting necessities for the sport create this kind of dilemma where we need to improve our vertical jump and maintain these fast explosive muscle fibers while still having the endurance to maintain that ability for a long period of time. So the question then becomes, how do we improve our cardio without negatively impacting our rate of force development? So that's the point of this video, is just to give you 3 ways you can try out and see if they help you. So the first thing you can do without any equipment that you can get started right now is just getting 10,000 steps a day. This habit has been linked to numerous health benefits alongside potential gains in endurance without actually fatiguing your body through long sessions of cardio. But like I just mentioned, 10K steps is great for your overall health, let alone the benefits it can have for your endurance on the volleyball court, which is why I just think it's a great habit that all athletes should be doing if possible. While it may seem like a daunting number at first, there's a ton of ways you can just get extra steps in throughout your day. One way I really like to do it is just between my sets of working out at the gym, I'll just walk like down a hallway and back instead of going on my phone. And aside from the fact that it's getting my 10K steps in, it keeps me off my phone, which actually keeps my gym sessions shorter. The second thing that I would recommend is trying to implement sauna usage if you have access to one. The sauna is a really great way that you can teach your body basically how to regulate higher temperatures. Because as you work and as you sweat and as you play volleyball, your body's going to have to cool itself down to keep you fresh. So regularly using the sauna helps train your body how to regulate its temperature more efficiently, which translates well to your cardiovascular endurance as a whole. Now it's important to remember that the goal with these habits is to mimic the endurance benefits of traditional cardio without getting that slow endurance-based training in our legs and our whole central nervous system. So the sauna is perfect for this because you're really just sitting there, so your legs and your body aren't fatiguing at all, while your cardiovascular system is working to regulate your body temperature and keep your body in a state where you're still active. Plus, the sauna can also be great for recovery as a whole, so it's easy to include after your lifts if your gym has one. Now, steam rooms and hot tubs and stuff like that can have some of these benefits, but the dry sauna is traditionally going to be your best bet for what we're going for here. And the third habit is less of a habit you can do every day and more of just a training philosophy that I think you should try to implement in your training at some point. Now, it's important to remember that with weight training, the cycles and the ways in which we train should change, about every month. We don't want our body to get super used to one exercise or one training cycle, because then you're not forcing your body to adapt anymore. It's getting used to that. But with that in mind, eccentric lifting can actually help improve your muscles' endurance while also reducing your risk of injury. If you're unfamiliar, imagine that the exercise is split into 2 parts: the concentric part, which is where your muscle is actively moving something, and the eccentric part, where your body is resisting that movement. So in a traditional bench press, imagine that pressing the bar up would be the concentric part of the lift, and the controlling the lower of the bar back to your chest would be the eccentric portion. So if you're lifting for your vertical jump, traditionally training the eccentric portion would mean that you're controlling a heavier load on the way down at the squat, which can be implemented really in any exercise where you're really pushing the weight that you can control down. Now, the reason that it's important that we occasionally implement eccentric training into our lifting is because it improves your body's local ability to produce force for a longer period of time. Now, like I said before, eccentric training can also help improve the stiffness of your tendons and your body's ability to land, because imagine that the bottom of a squat is essentially the exact same movement as landing from a jump, just at vastly different speeds. So training your body to regulate and control that force over a longer period of time will essentially prepare your body better on the court. But with that being said, those are the 3 habits that I would recommend if you're looking to improve cardiovascular endurance without impacting your vertical jump. I hope this video was helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have any points of feedback that I can use to make these videos better. Again, these are things that I found work for me. I would greatly recommend that you do your own research and experiment with how your body reacts to certain things. But I really appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.